Northwest Division. Starting goaltender is brought to you by Tim Hortons Premium Blend Coffee. Always 20 minutes fresh. Roberto Luongo is back in for the Canucks. After a brief rest, Corey Schneider started last night against Tampa. It's start number 10 in the last 11 games for Luongo. And Devin Dubnyk ends a run of 4 straight for Nikolai Habibulin as Dubnyk gets the call tonight against Vancouver. Second meeting of the year between these Northwest rivals. Of course, back on November the 2nd, the Canucks were 4-3 winners here at Rexall, and that featured the first career hat trick for one Raffi Torres, the former Oiler. A 3-goal night for him, and he starts this game on left wing alongside Manny Malhotra and Jannik Hansen. And the ovation was palpable when they introduced Linus Ullmark as a starter tonight. He is an instant sensation after that shootout goal that everybody's been talking about. Underway, and the Oilers control in their own zone. Ryan Whitney, who drew high praise from Canucks head coach Alain Vigneault in advance of this game, gets the puck to center, and the Oilers dump it in. Luongo shoots around the far side. Vandermeer holds the puck in. Now it's advanced to Jannik Hansen, and he brings the puck to center. Hansen hit as he played the puck in, and it's an icing call as he delivered it from his own side of center.
Alain Vigneault liked his team's comeback last night, but didn't like the start. John, didn't you think that long ceremony and the Marcus Naslund ceremony was very impressive? Great job that you did on that. But it's hard. The guy's making speeches, and it's hard to get into that game mode. You get outshot 15-7 in the first period, and it's hard to get it going after that long presentation.
Probably why they played their best in the third, finally found their game. The lineups tonight brought to you as always by Moore's Clothing for Men. Well made, well priced, well dressed. And another icing call early against the Canucks. We're just 34 seconds in.
Well, the Oilers playing much better. You wonder about Devin Dubnyk starting this one. Nikolai Habibulin's only allowed 6 goals his last 4 starts. They've got 2 more home games. They play Columbus and Toronto, and you're on a roll. I think you go with the hot guy. This one, I'd question on his goaltender change in this one.
I think Tom Rennie, here's a centering pass, had said that he was planning to not overuse Nikolai Habibulin and felt he was guilty of that earlier in the year, and lo and behold, down he went, and the Oilers had to go with Dubnyk and Martin Gerber, so they're trying to manage him a little better than maybe they did to start the year. Here's Alex Edler at center. He sends the puck into Oiler territory. Dubnyk stops it behind the goal. Alex Burrows hounding the Oilers. Theo Peckham gets the puck. Can't get it past Burrows, but on the second attempt, he finds Tom Gilberts. Now Payarvi tips the puck to center. Daniel Sedin there finds Henrik. Henrik dumps the puck in. In goes Burrows on Peckham. 90 seconds gone. First period, no score, no shots. And the Canucks offside on a play at the Oiler blue line.
For these two teams, the first one took place back on November 2nd.
And the Canucks offside on a play at the Oiler blue line.
For these two teams, the first one took place back on November 2nd. Oilers jumped out to a lead in that hockey game, but the Canucks would come back in it, and they were led by former Oiler Raffi Torres, who had his first career hat trick in a 4-3 victory.
You look at the 2 hat tricks the Canucks have scored this year, John. The third goal for Torres and Raymond have some definite similarities.
Yeah. Definite odor to them if you're the goaltender.
Canucks with the puck in the Oilers' zone, centering pass intended for Tambellini. And Michael Samuelsson fired the puck in front. Same lineup for both teams as in their last games, save for the goaltending change for both. And that means Samuelsson on this line with Kessler and Tambellini as Raymond continues to nurse a broken thumb, and he'll be out a while. Here's a chance for Samuelsson off the right shoulder of Dubnyk. And Eberle brings the puck to center. Now Taylor Hall on the left wing. Hall bobbled the puck. He was checked by Albert. Oilers hold it in, but now it's taken away by Kevin Bieksa. He loses the puck to Eberle. Hall with a shot and off a Vancouver stick and wide of the goal. Hall with a good job to hold the puck in. Jonas Anderson tried to check him, couldn't do it. Gagne sends the puck around, and it's intercepted by Kevin Bieksa. Bieksa calling Andrew Alberts by his nickname. He wanted to get off the ice, said Albie take the puck, and so Bieksa heads to the bench as the Canucks break out. Alberts banks the puck to center. And that's intercepted by Colin Fraser, who plays it back into the Vancouver zone. Rome, Phantom is clearing attempts. Gilbert Brulé, pass picked off by Rome, and now Alex Bolduc starts out. Bolduc just advances the puck. Tanner Glass gives chase. Whitney's there first off the boards. Not out, held in by Glass. Now Anderson fighting for the puck. It deflects in front. Fraser picks it up and brings the puck to center. We have an injured Oiler behind the play, Jim Vandermeer. As Brulé comes up the ice with a shot wide of the goal. Vandermeer just getting to the Oilers bench now as Tom Gilbert comes on to replace him. Oilers still have the puck. Here's Peckham at the left point. Wrist shot blocked by Tanner Glass. And now Alberts intercepts and gets the puck out, allowing the Canucks to change. Gilbert waiting for help. He backhands the puck in as we approach the 4-minute mark. First period, no score. A hard hit on Edler by Ryan O'Meara. Now Omar trying to make a play behind the net. Puck comes to the blue line, held in by Gilbert. Ryan Jones tips the puck to the corner. Now it's intercepted by Rome. He's lined up and crunched by O'Meara, who had 2 hard hits on this shift. Rome battling for the puck from his knees. Oilers come up with it. Centering pass knocked away. And now Omar to the line is checked by Hansen. Here come the Canucks. Torres. Drop pass off the mark, but he holds the puck in. Malhotra from behind the goal. Shovels the puck to the other side. Moving down is Torres, but Gilbert makes a nice headman pass to Ryan Jones. He's content to get the puck in and start a line change. Ryan Jones has 4 points in his last 4 games. 3 of those goals. Here's Ryan Whitney. Passing around, Ladislav Schmid gets the puck out. Edler fires up for Burrows. He couldn't handle that pass, and the Oilers break through center. Here's Cogliano in on the left wing. Cogliano, drop pass. Penner with a shot and a stick save for Luongo. Daniel Sedin rushes back, 2-on-2 with Burrows. Daniel finds the trailer Bieksa. He's stripped of the puck, but now gets it back. Oilers can't clear past Bieksa. In deep to Daniel Sedin. Henrik's in front. There's the pass. He shoots, and Dubnyk charging out makes the save. Couple chances for the Canucks. First Samuelson earlier, and now Henrik Sedin, both foiled by Devan Dubnyk. Bieksa risks the puck in from center. Dubnyk cuts it off, can't find it. Kessler centers. Tambellini couldn't get a good shot off, and Dubnyk covers up for the whistle.
Canucks get a great scoring chance by Kevin Bieksa jumping up into the play. It looks like he's trapped, but he sticks with it. And twice picks it off and finally gets it in behind the net to Daniel Sedin, out to Henrik, and Devan Dubnyk very aggressively comes out on Henrik Sedin, who had no option other than the shot.
Canucks with the 2 shots that I mentioned. Now Bieksa dishes off. Tambellini plays the puck in deep. So both Canucks shots have been pretty good opportunities. Curtis Foster crunched by Tambellini in the corner, and Foster felt that one. Heads up. Now a turnover, and Samuelson couldn't put that one home. Gagne sends the puck forward, and Samuelson's the first man back. It's going to be Ison. And on the whistle, we'll check in with Murph.
Well, don't forget to play Safeway's $1 million score and win. If any Vancouver player scores 5 goals in tonight's game, Lois Knopf of Kamloops could win $1 million.
As Murph mentioned, Linus Ullmark had 5 in the American League this year.
So it happens?
Yes, it does happen.
Marcus Nazen had 4 in this building once. Remember that fairly vividly. Oilers clear, and now Daniel Sedin drives the puck back in. Perfect ricochet to Henrik. Centering pass. Daniel Burrows scores! What a goal!
Now, people, a lot of times just shoot the puck in to get it in and get a forecheck going. But the Sedins and Alex Burrows, they shoot it in with a purpose. Look at this shoot in. Angle. Perfect angle so that it's going to come off the boards. And there's Daniel over to Henrik, and Alex Burrows is in front, and by the time everybody turns around, it's in the net. Look at Daniel. That shoot in, it's not a ring around the boards. It's an angle shot so that Henrik's got to play, and then Alex Burrows knows where to go, and he gets the feed, and in it goes.
That, mark my words, come April, will be a candidate for goal of the year.
Whoa.
On Canucks.com and probably other websites as well. That was pretty.
Curtis Foster got the head on the swivel and never got turned around to see Alex Burrows.
Vancouver goal scorer.
Burrows from Daniel and Henrik, all three forwards in on the scoring pit. And the fans, many Vancouver fans here, react to the announcement of the goal. Alex Bolduc passes the puck behind the net. Whitney's there to intercept. Canucks had the first goal last night as well. They want to do a better job than they did against Tampa of working with it.
We saw Devin Dubnyk be so aggressive on that save on Henrik, and there he was aggressive coming across, and once the cross-ice pass was made to Burrows, he had no chance of getting back.
6:12 is on the goal now. Chance of the other. No penalty coming up. As a penalty shot.
Oh, no, I don't know about this one.
That is some kind of call. As Alberts upended the Oiler player, Payarvi, and he's going to go one-on-one on Luongo.
Oh, man, I don't know about this. Andrew Alberts was beaten wide, so he turns, and Payarvi's trying to protect the puck. But a clear path to the net when you're coming sideways across the goal line. Man.
That's about as liberal a call as you can get.
And look at Alain Vigneault.
I don't get that one.
I don't get that
and
one
I like
either.
penalty shots. I wish there'd be more. So I guess I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth. But that, I mean...
It looked like Payarvi did a good job of protecting the puck, and then he realized he didn't have a great shot when down.
Alain Vigneault can only smirk. Roberto Luongo has only allowed 2 penalty shot goals in his career out of 17. Payarvi in, trying to tie the game. Luongo puck-checked him.
And Roberto Luongo looks back, but he made the good aggressive play. And we've commented on Roberto and how he's using his stick more this season. Here comes Payarvi, slows right down. Now look at Roberto. Very aggressively with that right hand, slides the stick out and covers low. Slide it out and cover low. He's got that left pad down to cover low and the stick down on the poke check.
So Luongo's now stopped 16 of 18 in his career. Only Brian Rolston and Michael Nylander have scored on penalty shots against Roberto Luongo, who has the short side covered there.
I remember the Brian Ralston one.
Slap shot, Curtis Foster style.
Slap shot from about 40 feet.
Here's Omar centering. Ryan Jones to go whack at that puck. Couldn't get it on goal, and the Canucks clear to center. Puck flipped back in. Luongo took a stab at it. Nearing the 8-minute mark, first period, 1-0 Canucks on Burrow's 5th of the year. Here's Ryan Kessler through center. Left side feed. Torres with a blast, and Dubnyk got the right pad on him. Whitney chips the puck around. That'll be held in by Dan Hamhuis. In deep for Kessler, who couldn't corral the puck. And now Omar turns and gets it out. Kessler hit the post. Wow. Stick side, and now another shot through traffic, and Dubnyk denies Michael Samuelsson and covers up. Still 1-0, but both teams have had chances. Payarvi on a penalty shot, the best for the Oilers, foiled by Luongo.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Visitors have the opening goal, and on behalf of the Safeway Score and Win contest for Safeway and Kraft Cracker Barrel Cheese, Rick Thimpson of Penticton's won an Alliance Films DVD prize pack.
Ryan Kessler in full flight gets all of the wrist shot, and he has one of the really hard to read wrist shots. If you're the goaltender, how do you find that one? He shoots it off the toe of the stick. It beats Dubnyk off the inside of the post and stays out.
Al Gilbert gets the puck off the drop, sends it to center. Penner is checked by Edler, but now Penner gets the puck, and here he comes. Up to Payarvi, back for Penner, tipped away, and Henrik Sedin wheels back to center. Henrik's assist was his league-leading 30th of the season. On the opening goal by Alex Burrows. Edler had a little trouble with that puck, but he's able to steer it to the side, and now Keith Ballard controls. Ballard proving once again that the old adage that shooting the puck is never a bad idea is true. Mason Raymond taught the same lesson in Toronto last month.
goaltenders get too much respect, is what you're saying?
I'm just saying.
Sometimes they
things
go
happen.
in.
Here's Everly. Hit hard by Glass, but makes the play. And Luongo had to stop Hall from a sharp angle. Puck still loose. Now it comes back to Whitney at the left point. Ryan Whitney into the corner. Sam Gagne leads for Jordan Everly. Everly pass in front, and reaching for it was Whitney. Glass makes a nice play now to Anderson. And Jonas Anderson gets the puck in, and he gets hit hard in front of the Oilers bench. We haven't seen Jim Vandermeer since he was shaken up earlier in the period, and he's not at the Oilers bench. So the Oilers are going with 5 defensemen. Vandermeer shaken up early in the game.
Hit by Alex Bolduc.
Here's Colin Fraser at center. He plays the puck into the Vancouver end, and back goes Aaron Rome. Fraser has him lined up. Rome makes a play to Andy Roberts, nicely up the middle of Yannick Hansen. Now to center, Manny Malhotra chips the puck in, and Hansen moves it on Gilbert Brulé. Brulé up the near boards. Kessler's waiting as he's fresh onto the ice. In for Hansen. Oh, Pecken got a big piece of him, but Kessler comes up with the puck. Now to Hansen. Yannick Hansen turning behind the net. Torres in front, denied by Dubnyk. On a point-blank chance, Rafi Torres set up nicely by Yannick Hansen.
Offside! Offside!
Oilers are offside, but now O'Mara tags up, and here comes Kessler. In with a nice move, leaves, and that shot attempt by Tambellini deflects wide. Puck onto the left wing, picked up by Alex Edler. In deep for Ryan Kessler. Tried to center on the backhand. Tambellini leaves the puck for Kessler in the corner. Now back to Ballard. Lets it go. Dubnyk the save. Sammy's on the rebound. Kessler couldn't jam it home. A couple of rebound chances there for the Vancouver forwards. Ballard again with a wrist shot, and that's well off the target. Here's Tambellini turning with the puck. Leaves in the corner for Samuelson. O'Mara trying to check him. Edler moves down now. Ties up the puck along the boards with Jones trying to move it out. 8.5 minutes left in the first. 1-0 Canucks. And now the Oilers send the puck down. Not enough for icing, so both teams will change.
The Oilers desperately needed that change.
Sedin's onto the ice. Dubnyk's out of his net. Shovels the puck to the side. And here comes Andrew Cogliano with a nice pass to Dustin Penner. He's in on the right wing with a wrist shot. A wicked one that comes off the glass and over in the near corner as Penner whistled that one off the target. But just over 8 minutes to go in the first. Canucks are up by 1. 1-0, Canucks leading as Henrik Sedin settles in for this face-off against Andrew Cogliano.
Good start for the Canucks. They're out shooting the Oilers 8-4.
Pass at center, intercepted by Gilbert. He moves in, but Payarvi was offside on the left wing, and they blow play down.
I think it's really helped Payarvi playing with Dustin Penner. Tom Gilbert trying to create some offense with that rush, but didn't read Payarvi going over the line. Penner opens the ice for so many people, and that's what Payarvi needs, is a little more room to operate, and with Penner on his line, he gets that. He's got points in 5 straight games. What a wrist shot that was, that he just rattled off the glass the last shift he was on the ice.
Career high for Penner last year, 32 goals. Here's Michael Samuelson into the Oilers zone. Let's go with a wrist shot, stick save Dubnyk on the 9th shot for Vancouver. Samuelson shielding the puck from Schmid. Now Everly a chance to move it out, and he does. Hall giving chase, and a nice play by Dan Hamhuis. Bieksa advances the puck, and Dubnyk comes out to play it. Whitney up the middle. Gagne tried to find Everly. Kessler turns back. Cuts outside, now turns with the puck to find some room. Kessler with a wrist shot, that deflected wide. Puck comes to Bieksa, who's in deep. Kevin Bieksa trying to make a move to the corner, pokes the puck behind the net. Hall played it away from Tambellini, and here come the Oilers. Puck played down, that'll be icy. So the Oilers can't get their change, and we'll see if the Sedins come out against the Kids.
Hockey's on which means your stove isn't. So finger cook instead. Go to bostonpizza.com and order over 100 menu items right to your door.
Yes, Alain Vigneault decides to put the Sedins out against the kids, tired kids, with Alex Edler and Keith Ballard on the blue line.
Gagne waved out. Eberle moves in to take the face-off. Canucks control it. Daniel on the left wing, checked by Schmid. Sedins keep after the puck. Daniel gets it behind the goal, leaves for Henrik. Now to the near side. Ballard moves down. Burrows covering home of the point, takes the pass in deep now for Henrik. Henrik to the blue line. Edler. Oilers aren't getting any less tired right now as the Sedins work the cycle game. But now Eberle a chance to move the puck ahead, and Gagne will get it out. Edler to Keith Ballard, and now Glass is onto the ice, and he tips the puck in behind the Edmonton goal. Theo Pippen to the near side. Jonas Anderson cuts that off. Anderson takes a hit, finds Glass behind the net. Glass with a centering pass, nobody there. And the Oilers bring the puck to center with 6 minutes to go in the first. Vancouver leading 1-0. Alberts around for Bolduc. Alex Bolduc tied up. Penner fishing for the puck. Bolduc trying to force him off of it. And now Alberts collects in the corner, makes a play around to Aaron Rome, and now to Jonas Anderson. Reversal, and Albert starts out. Tanner Glass chips the puck in. Canucks start another change as the Oilers send the puck down. Luongo will come out and get the puck to Keith Ballard. Up to Torres, and he drops it off to Ballard again. Ballard's goal, the big one against the Lightning, was his second of the season, and now we get a whistle and a face-off upcoming in the neutral zone as things slow down a bit in Edmonton.
Hockey fans know that there's nothing like being at the game. Your Canucks know it too, and we'll be releasing tickets every Monday at 10 a.m. for the games that week. Visit ticketmaster.ca/Canucks or call 280-4400 every Monday to get your tickets to see the Canucks play live at Rogers Arena.
Phone Monday to get your tickets for the Leaf game next week?
That might be a tough one.
Yes.
Spirit of the season is in the air, and there's a lot of Canuck support here in Edmonton. Five minutes to go in the first period. Rafi Torres. Now Hansen on the right wing, throws the puck towards the net. Torres tripped up. Hansen battling in the corner. Oilers come up with the puck. And now it's dumped down into the Vancouver zone. Looks like Jones will get there first. No icing. Edler comes up with the puck, though, gets it around and out past Curtis Foster. Still no Jim Vandermeer. Will endeavor to get a report on his condition. As the Oilers continue to go with five defensemen in a game they trail 1-0 with 4:20 to go in the opening period. Aaron Rome plays that puck forward. Whitney goes back for it. Now he tips the puck to center, and Alberts quickly shoots it right back in. Canucks this season are 12-1-2 when they score the first goal. So that third column, the two, one of those was last night against Tampa. Daniel Sedin opened the scoring, and now he's going to break out, try to on a 2-on-1 with Burrows. And oh my goodness, the Canucks have reason to question the officiating in this period. That looked to be onside.
Jay Scherr's pointed at the line. Boy, this one's close. Is Daniel... Ooh, boy, that was close. You can see Alex Burrows look up.
So no chance for Daniel and Alex to make it 2-0. Here's Henrik Sedin. Daniel Sedin to Burrows. Henrik centers, trying to find Daniel, although there was a sea of Oilers there, and Payarvi comes out with the puck. Plays it in as he's bumped by Rome. Alberts was fired around, and Penner was in the way. Dustin Penner, in traffic, loses the puck. And Rome's able to chip it out on the backhand into the Oilers' end. 3 minutes left, first period, 1-0 Canucks. Neither team's had a shot in a while. Shots remain 9-4 Vancouver. Hansen hooks the puck behind the Edmonton goal. Now the Oilers play the puck out. Back goes Kevin Bieksa. Up ahead, Jannik Hansen. Defers to Manny Malhotra, who's in on the right wing. Stops. Passes across. Hamhuis had to take it on the ricochet. Now makes a play behind the net to Torres. He's checked, and Foster comes up with the puck. Shoots it around and out. Bieksa with a nice pivot. Pass was blocked as Everly got in the way of it. Torres checked at center, but able to advance the puck to Malhotra, who gets it in to start a Vancouver line change.
The Canucks have done a nice job on the Hall line. They've had one shift where they looked dangerous. They had the little scrum around Roberto Luongo, but other than that, they haven't had the puck.
Ryan Jones brings the puck in. Backhander well wide. Now at the blue line, Whitney sends the puck around. Peckham after it from the right point, and he pays for it as Glass stepped into him. Now a shot deflects wide of the Vancouver goal. Jonas Anderson around for Bolduc, and he's got room to move. Alex Bolduc through center. Plays the puck behind the net. Whitney angled off by Glass. Bolduc throws the puck towards the goal. Deflects to the near side. Anderson tied up by Peckham, and Colin Fraser comes to center. Minute 20 to go in the first. Alex Burrows has the game's only goal. Oilers trying to manufacture a chance here. J.F. Jacques. There was some talk he wouldn't play this game, as Zach Stortini would draw it. But that didn't materialize as Foster twice holds the line. Fraser behind the net to Brule. Edler gave him a ride. Brule keeps after the puck. Now it comes free to Keith Ballard. And Ballard sidesteps a check from Fraser. Into the final minute now, first period. Canucks leading 1-0. Foster to Tom Gilbert. Aaron Rowe breaks that up. And now Gilbert retreats, gives the puck away, but Tambellini moving in had Samuelsson offside, and the whistle blows.
This Christmas, give the gift of scratch and win. The gift they can unwrap with a coin. Know your limit, play within it.
Alex Burrows getting more confident with every game. I think he go to the right spot with Henrik and Daniel Sedin, and when he first came back, no matter what kind of shape you're in, you're not in game shape. Missed the first month.
Samuelsson with a nice pass to Tambellini. Moves in. Kessler in the middle wants the pass. Tambellini turns, lost control of the puck. Oilers get to the line, gloved down by Hamhuis, but now it's out to center. Samuelsson takes a look. With just 5 seconds left in the period, Tambellini is offside on the right wing.
And the line changes with 5 seconds left. Out come the Sedin. Now Landvino looks on.
One last drop of the puck, and maybe a chance as Bieksa moves in with a backhander wide, and that'll do it. So the Canucks get the only goal the first. Burrows potted it on a beauty set up by the Sedins. Roberto Luongo stopped a penalty shot, and Vancouver has the lead. Lots to come from Edmonton, including a feature on Rafi Torres, so stick around.
The first period, brought to you by Toyota's best wrap-up ever. Hurry before the one you love is gone.
Canucks looking for their 7th road win of the season, have a 1-0 lead over the Oilers at Rexall Place. First period scoring summary brought to you by wirelesswave.ca. Visit us today in a mall near you or at wirelesswave.ca. Alex Burrows has his 5th of the season. Henrik Sedin has his 30th assist of the season. Canucks outshot the Oilers 9-4. Physical first period, as you would expect, between two division rivals, fellas.
Oh, it was, and there's Jim Vandermeer gets his right ankle all tied up on the hit by Bolduc, and everybody got involved. I think that's what the Canucks like to see, is hits from everybody. And Tanner Glass, Jeff Tambellini, Ryan Kessler, who's always in on the hit parade, Alex Bolduc. You go up and down the lineup, and almost everybody had at least one hit.
Well, Bruce Becker is in the holiday spirit like nobody else in this building. Bruce, congratulations on that. That's awesome. Clark Griswold.
Yes. 10 Canucks had hits in that first period.
Canucks out hit the Oilers 11-3. They lead the game 1-0. We're underway here in the second. Keith Ballard deep in his own zone, rink wide feet. And Hansen dumps the puck ahead. Torres is on it on the left wing. Whoa, Edler blew a tire. He took out Torres. And they're both all right. But if they were hoping to create a scoring chance, that went right out the window. O'Mara couldn't come up with that puck at center. Daniel Sedin got a little mixed up with Edler, but they were able to play the puck to neutral ice. Now Burrows hit hard in front of the Oiler bench. Oilers on a sloppy change here. But play continues, and Ballard's back to the puck. Stays in the Vancouver zone. Edler now will try the near side. And Burrows gets the puck to neutral ice. Oilers tag up as it's dumped back in, and Edler goes back. He and Ballard have been out there just over a minute the entire start of this second period. Still can't get off as the Oilers dump the puck back in. Ballard up to Burrows. Again, the Oilers cut it off in the neutral zone. And so Ballard and Edler remain on the ice for the time being. As the puck is now dumped ahead, no ice.
Now they can get off.
Bieksa and Hanhus are over the boards. Taylor Hall for the Oilers. Now Eberle banks the puck in. Luongo out of the net. Got tripped up there as I think the right leg of Gagne took him out. Here's Hall center. Puck comes to the blue line. Schmid. In for Gagne. Sam Gagne finds Taylor Hall in the left wing corner. Back to the near side. Foster moves down. Tried a shot. Got his own rebound. And now the Canucks send the puck down. This will be icing if Schmid gets there first ahead of Tambellini, and he does.
Alex Edler ended up playing 1:30 to start this period. He gets hung up with Raffi Torres. Torres spins back, and Alex Edler just lost an edge, was crashing in. And Alex Burrows, as he does once in a while, gets Linus Ullmark a little shot right by the benches.
There's Luongo getting tangled up with Gagne.
Skate. That was very close to the edge of the trapezoid when Roberto handled that one.
Canucks want to get a line change here. But right now the puck stays in the Vancouver zone. Gilbert with a shot. Luongo look behind him. It's under him, and he covers up. Oh, Kessler might have got put there in the scrum. Now Hanhus came in a bit of a rough ride, and tempers flaring a bit behind the Vancouver goal after Luongo just held that puck out of the net.
Well, it was tipped right in front of Roberto Luongo. And Roberto's close enough that it doesn't get tipped by him. Shot from the point. It's tipped, and Roberto doesn't know where it is. It's under his left skate. It's loose, but the referee doesn't see it. He blows the whistle. Roberto's looking around. You can see it. It's under his left leg, but he doesn't have it covered up, and that's why the Oilers were digging away at it. J.F. Jacques in tight. He was the one that punched Ryan Kessler. No power plays yet.
No, there was the one penalty shot, which probably should have been a power play and not a penalty shot, but that's a moot point. Now look out off Alberts, and Luongo alertly made that save off the near own goal.
Well, Rafi Torres threw this one to Andrew Alberts. Alberts was going behind the net, waiting for the puck. Torres has got it now. Look at Alberts. He's thinking, okay, you're going to throw it behind the net, and instead he throws it right at him at his feet. And Roberto Luongo very alertly pounces on it.
Here's Alberts. Finds Aaron Rome behind the net. Oilers have the only shot this period. And the shots are tough to come by in this game so far. Vancouver leading 9-5 with just over 3 minutes gone in the second period. Alberts up the middle. Here's Malhotra. Torres puts the puck in front, and Hansen took a swipe at it but couldn't connect in midair. Ryan Jones the other way. Plays the puck in. Omar chases after it. Luongo gets it around to Aaron Rome. Now to Manny Malhotra. Up ahead for Hansen, who tips the puck in, and the Canucks change.
They're dueling fan groups here.
It started with Go Canucks Go. That got drowned out by Let's Go Oilers. Hinner with a nice move. And a wrist shot. Left toe save Luongo. Schmid with a drive. And that one deflected off Ballard wide. Then came off the end boards. And Luongo grabbed it with Andrew Cogliano lurking in front of the goal.
Boy, Dustin Penner right down the middle had a great scoring chance. And Roberto Luongo, who people have commented on him playing a little deeper. This one he reads very well, gets out at top of the crease and makes that toe save. And then very alertly, where he is on that, right at the top of the crease to get the toe on that wrist shot by Dustin Penner.
Gagne against Kessler on the draw now. Turning to the puck. Jordan Eberle trying to bring it in front. Handhughes checked him from behind. And now Dan Handhughes banks the puck out. Tambellini giving chase. We got two players on the ice here who are playing in front of their fathers for sure. Tambellini, Sam Gagne. There's a chance for Bieksa, and that shot was stopped by Devin Dubnyk. Samuelson's going to draw a penalty here. He was grabbed by Gagne. And the first power play of the game goes to Vancouver.
Well, Michael Samuelson got body position on Sam Gagne, and Gagne had to reach around him.
Edmonton, number 89, 2 minutes, holding.
Position, get body position, one hand on the stick, and Sam Gagne with the right arm grabbed the sweater and spun Michael Samuelson around and ends up in the penalty box for hold.
Canucks 2 for 4 last night. Leading the league at just under 26% on the power play, and they're almost 30% on the road, which is also number 1. Henrik Sedin into the corner for Daniel Sedin, and that one ill-advised, but it's off an Oilers stick and out of play, so the face-off will remain in Edmonton territory. Lane Vigneault didn't play the Sedins much in that first period, John, about 4 minutes. But they're out on this power play trying to make it 2-0 Vancouver. Here's Samuelson manning the point. Daniel Sedin. Kessler from the corner. Leaves for Daniel. Behind the net to Henrik. Edler sets up shop on the right wing board. Pass comes in front for Daniel. That was broken up, but Edler holds the puck in. Dumps it behind. Dubnyk plays to the side right to Henrik Sedin. That hit the linesman. Kessler hustles after the puck, hoping to keep it alive. Battling Schmid for it. Now Whitney rings the puck around and gets it past Edler and down the ice.
A lot of times when you're on the road, if the other coach is going to have a 4-line game, you almost have to match. And I think that's what happened in the first period was Tom Rennie decided to use his 4th line more. And so Alain Vigneault just matched with Alex Boldluck's line.
Back-to-back nights as well for the Canucks and playing with a lead. Now the second unit comes out. Tambellini, Torres, and Burrows up front with Handhuse on one point and Ballard on the other. Here's Alex Burrows across to Keith Ballard. Takes a look, lets it fly, stopped by Dubnyk. Tambellini on the rebound, stopped by Dubnyk, and he covers up. And then Gilbert ran Tambellini into the net.
That almost sounded like it hit Devin Dubnyk in the mask area. Shot from the point. We saw Curtis McElhaney in the Anaheim game take one right off the melon where he got a pressure cut. This one I think is off the throat protector of Dubnyk. You hear the clink up here, and Jeff Tambellini just can't slide the rebound by him.
Kessler wins the faceoff as the first unit comes back out. Henrik in front. Here's Edler. Tried to make a move. Puck was knocked off his stick. Henrik has it again. Cogliano's on him. Daniel to Henrik. Edler sneaking in. Pass comes instead to Samuelsson. Nice move of the blue line. Samuelsson. Then his pass was off the mark. Kessler takes the puck away from Gilbert. Attacks from the goal line. Goes behind the net. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Again, Edler sneaking in. There's the pass! And I think he put it off the outside of the post. Either that or a wonderful save by Dubnyk.
That was a great save by Dubnyk. I don't know whether he would have hit the net, but he got his either the stick or his right arm on it.
Here's Kessler cutting in front. Kessler to Daniel. Henrik scores!
And that's not a power play goal, although it might as well be.
But it's 2-0 as Henrik Sedin and Daniel each have a couple of points.
You just can't watch the puck. When Henrik and Daniel are on the ice, you take a man and stay with him. And the Oilers now twice have ended up watching the puck. And when you do that, you get out of position. Kessler with the nice pass. And look at the Oilers. You chase that puck, and look at the Sedin. They make you pay. Pass in tight. Daniel over to Henrik. And in it goes. Theo Peckham. It's out of position to Henrik, no problem.
Henrik Sedin has a goal to go with his assist. 5th of the year, just like Burrows, and Daniel has 2 assists. Daniel Sedin came into this game riding a 7-game point streak, tied for the second longest current point streak in the NHL, although it pales in comparison to the 18-game run that Sidney Crosby's on right now. So Daniel up to 8 straight games with a point, one shy of his season high of 9, as Dubnyk grabs that shot from Dan Hamhuis and hangs on for the whistle. Canucks striking just after the power play ended. Henrik Sedin has them up 2-0.
Pick up your copy of Canucks at 40, Our Game, Our Stories, Our Passion at the Canucks team store and get it signed by Stan Smeal and Jim Robson. They'll be signing copies of Canucks at 40 from 4 to 5 on Tuesday, December 14th at the team store. For the first 150 fans, go to Canucks.com/Canucks at 40 for more details.
Stan's parents used to show up all the time in Edmonton, and they bring the smoked beef and stuff. It was unbelievable. That was a highlight of a lot of my trips here.
Take the loss and eat the beef.
Yes, that's it.
Canucks up 2-0 in this one. And after a slow start trying to get some offense, it outshot the Oilers 5-2 here in the second period.
Well, only giving up 6 shots. 14-6 the shots on goal, and we're at the 8-minute mark of the second period.
Andrew Alberts chases back to a puck. Dumped by Colin Fraser, but Albert's able to shovel it to the side, and it's dumped out into the Oilers zone. Gilbert Brulé back for the puck. Now Gagne breaks on the right wing, shoots off the shoulder along to one wide. Canucks break to center. 4 of them through the neutral zone. Kessler's in. Hall took a run at him. Glancing blow, and then the puck was held in by Jonas Anderson. Samuelsson over the boards to replace Anderson as the pass comes to Ballard. He plays it in deep. Samuelsson goes after the puck on Foster, who rings it around. Edler holds it in left point. Edler again holds the puck in, but now it's chopped down to the Vancouver zone. Ballard up the middle. Samuelsson to Kessler in full flight. He finds some room on the left wing. Now passes back to Tambellini. Ballard activates from the right point. Kessler, Samuelsson. Oh, just out of the reach of Tambellini, and that would have been a beauty. Edler from the corner. Knocked down by Peckham, who gives him an extra shot afterwards. Canucks trying to jam onto the side, but the Oilers take the loose puck and roll it down the ice. 9 minutes into the second, 2-0 Vancouver, and the Sedins move in. Daniel to Henrik. Back for Daniel. Now to Hanhus, who was covered, but able to make a play with the puck to Burrows. Bieksa knocked down by Whitney. Daniel gets the puck behind the net. Makes a nice move. Now to Henrik with room. Burrows is in front. Daniel trying to find some room in the slot as well. Henrik centers. Daniel stopped by Dubnyk with a left pad. Puck intercepted by Whitney now, and he finds Penner. Henrik Sedin has to wait for Daniel to tag up here. Likes to drop back to Hanhus. Now here's Burrows. Plays the puck in and hustles in after it. Daniel Sedin heads to the bench. Torres comes over the boards as Cogliano headmans the puck to PRV. Stood up by Hanhus as he played the puck in, and Bieksa goes back. Bieksa up for Torres. Long shot, big rebound off Dubnyk. Fraser there to play it to the side. Now Hansen's after the puck, leaves for Torres. To the blue line, Rome, wrist one, and snaring that one into midair is Devin Dubnyk, who hangs on for the whistle. Henrik Sedin has the Canucks up 2-0. Daniel almost made it 3 as he took this pass in front, but was foiled.
Current time 0 hours 46. Pause button.
Our second scoring win winner, courtesy of Safeway and Kraft Cracker Barrel Cheese, is Daryl Wright of New Westminster. Daryl, you've won a Hitachi 18-volt cordless drill kit. And Kraft Cracker Barrel Cheese is Daryl Wright of New Westminster. Daryl, you won a Hitachi 18-volt cordless drill kit.
This Christmas, give the gift of scratch and win. The gift they can unwrap with a coin. Know your limit, play within it.
You know what I was trying to think of? Thought it was going to smell great. Beef jerky. It was the best beef jerky ever. A little bit of garlic. Oh, it was.
You just can't stop.
I knew it was the guy
thinking about it.
for it. Am I hungry?
John, the game is only half over.
Yeah.
Here's a long shot attempt by Aaron Rome that didn't get through. And now Ryan O'Mara advances the puck line as Omar. Rink wide, O'Mara trying to knock the puck down. Alberts closes the gap, clears the zone. Jim Vandermeer will not return for the Oilers, finally learning, and you speculated on an ankle. It looked like a right ankle is the problem. So the Oilers will play the rest of the night as they pretty well have the whole night with just 5 defensemen. Now Hotra dumps the puck in to start a Vancouver change. Canucks are offside. Tagging up is Glass, and play continues. Gilbert Brulé, who became an Oiler in a trade for Raffi Torres. Trying to cut his way in front. And Alex Bolduc now passes over to Keith Ballard. Anderson trying to move the puck out. He was checked by Brulé, and now Jacques throws himself into the pile. That deal, of course, between the Oilers and the Columbus Blue Jackets, who drafted Gilbert Brulé 6th overall back in 2005. 2-0 Canucks, just over 8 minutes to go in the second. Cogliano, pass at the Vancouver line, broken up by Ballard, and here comes Alex Burrows. Burrows into the Oilers zone, trying to move on Gilbert, who stripped him of the puck, and now Gilbert starts the rush the other way. Payarvi to the Vancouver line.
Boy, that's one of the few times in the entire game where the Oilers had an odd man rush.
Whoa, another puck towards the Vancouver net off a Canuck defenseman.
And it was a 4-on-3.
Schmid in deep. Cogliano trying to find Penner. Hanhus read that one. And Dan Hanhus comes up with the puck and sends it ahead. Burrows will give chase, but it'll be Peckham there first, and it'll be icing against the Vancouver Canucks. Dan.
Yes, John. Safeway's featured participating product for tonight's game is Kraft Cracker Barrel Cheese. Take it away, Cheech.
Yeah, so the nice blocks like that, you cut them up, sandwiches, shredded Kraft cheese, very good on nachos and things like that. Here's Kevin Bieksa, and it was Andrew Alberts in the first period that had one. Roberto Luongo didn't have to stop that one, just off to the side of the post.
That would have been a cheesy one. Eberle with a shot off the target. Gagne chops the rebound towards the net, couldn't get it there. Henrik Sedin starts back, finds Hamhuis in on the left wing. Dan Hamhuis trying to get around Gilbert, does. Now to Henrik Sedin. Burrows! Where's the puck?
Man,
and it's dug into the crease by Eberle.
Alex Burrows bangs his stick.
Gagne with a shot, that deflects wide. And Samuelsson looks up ice. Daniels had a great chance to make it 3-0. Burrows most recently, but it's still a 2-goal Canuck lead with 6.5 to go in the second. And the Oilers are still stuck on 6 shots on goal. They've been there since very early. They had 2 shots to none for Vancouver to start the period, and that's been it. Canucks have had the last 9 in a row. Alberts gets the puck just out. Kessler's after it. Ryan Kessler moves in. Cuts to the middle. Leaves for Samuelsson. Hooks the puck to the right wing for Kessler. Left point pass, Rome. Wrist shot deflected by Samuelsson off the target. Kessler with a nifty move on the right wing. Now Samuelsson behind the net to Kessler. Centering pass deflected to the side. Tambellini got driven to the ice. And then Kessler took down his man. It'll be Kessler getting a penalty as Foster was hooked. And the Oilers down a pair get their first power play of the hockey game. With 5:46 to go in the second, Edmonton will try to cash in.
Ryan Kessler out for hooking the end of the long shift in the offensive zone. He's chasing Curtis Foster, one hand on the stick. Foster goes down very easily, and the referee at center ice makes the call, and Ryan Kessler's off for hook.
Score with the pros at FullTiltPoker.net. Learn, chat, and play with the pros.
First power play for the Oilers, who are 3 for 6 in their last 2 games.
Canucks have dominated the faceoff circle, and especially when you're killing the penalty. Manny Malhotra back to the point, and down it goes.
Oilers have given up a couple of shorthanded goals. Canucks have scored 2. Malhotra has one of them. Mason Raymond out of the lineup has the other. Malhotra tried to reverse that one. It came to Eberle, but now Malhotra on the backhand gets the puck all the way down. Canucks gave up those 3 power play goals in Minnesota October 19th, and then went on a great run of kills leading up to just the last 2 games. They've given up 2 goals in each of their last 2 outings with the man advantage. Here's Gilbert. Gagne. Taylor Hall. Top of the circle, right side. Tried a goal line feed. Now it gets through to Gagne. Back to Gilbert. Gagne tacks off the right side. Hall cuts in front. Luongo stayed with him. Where's the puck? It's loose, and again a quick whistle. Although by the time the whistle blew and no Oiler had gotten to the puck, Luongo had it under his pads.
He squeezed the legs together on this one. Taylor Hall has some room, but he's in so tight that you can't get very...
Action menu. Go to chat.
To give you an indication of how much the Oilers have struggled to manufacture offense, that's probably Luongo's second best stop of the game. The penalty shot being number 1. Malhotra is the man without the helmet and chasing after the puck in the Edmonton zone. .30 seconds to go in the Kessler penalty. As Payarvi moves in on the left wing and banks the puck around for Dustin Penner. Ballard intercepts and wastes no time sending that puck all the way down the ice. Dubnyk finds Schmid. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Here's Payarvi racing in. Bolduc tracking him from behind, and then Payarvi was hit by Alberts. Oilers set up. Omar doesn't shoot it, dishes it back. Here's Whitney. Omar. Canucks are back to full strength. Omar to Whitney again. He lets it go. Loose in front. Taken away. And dumped out by Alex Bolduc. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play, although the Canucks scored 4 seconds after theirs had expired. Here's Brule in with a wrist shot, and Luongo stopped that one and held on for the whistle. Again, here's our friend Dan Murphy.
We've got the NBA on Sportsnet tomorrow. New Orleans taking on the Big Three in Miami. 4:30 start time on the West Coast on Sportsnet 1. Call your digital cable provider for information.
That's a good smart play by Roberto Luongo. After a penalty kill, freeze it. Don't play it. Get everybody changed. Get time to relax again and back to the system that worked so well so far.
So with 3 minutes to go in the second. Oilers got one shot on that man advantage. Now here's Bieksa. Couldn't get the puck out past Cogliano. Oilers try to take advantage. Jones turning with the puck, tried his shot. And Bieksa had his stick licked, and Luongo alertly poked the puck away. Because Cogliano was right there hoping to chip it into the net. Jeff Tambellini dumps the puck in. It takes a nice bounce to him on the right wing, but now he's checked by Theo Peckham. Cogliano picks up that puck, tries to go through the defense. Reaching in was Handhuse to knock the puck away. Now it squirts in front. Hall shoots. Luongo charging out, made the save. And now a whistle.
Hooking penalty.
Daniel Sedin gets the penalty after the marvelous save by Roberto Luongo.
Very aggressive save by Roberto Luongo. Turnover by Dan Hamhuis, and Roberto charges Taylor Hall and makes the save.
So Hall's had a couple of good chances this period. The one walking the goal line in front. And then that one in which he put every ounce of his energy into a slap shot. Second straight power play for the Oilers. Everly, and that pass was blocked. Loose puck. Hall couldn't find the handle. Malhotra chasing after the puck at center. Beating him to it is Tom Gilbert. Now Hall hit hard by Handhuse. And Malhotra gets the puck to center ice. Yannick Hansen tried to pick it up. He was checked by Sam Gagner. Hansen. Nice play with the puck there to find some room and chip it down in the Oilers zone.
And get a change. Dan Hamhuis and Kevin Bieksa worn out back-to-back penalty kills.
Minute 10 to go in the Daniel Sedin power play. There's 1:40 left in the second. Canucks in a 2-0 lead. Trying to improve to 7-1 against the division. Foster's got the big shot. He dishes off to Omar Rister. Deflected wide. Here's Penner. Checked by Edler. Penner finds Omar. And that was an ill-advised pass picked off by Burrows, who slides the puck down the ice. Dubnyk onto the tape of Gilbert. And he finds Cogliano, who hustles through center. Puck shot around by Omar. As we go to the final minute of the second period, the Oilers have 25 seconds to go on the power play. Gilbert, other side, Whitney and Luongo. Knew that was the only option. Came out to challenge, made the save, and now he covers up.
Ryan Whitney has a lot of assists, but he doesn't have a goal yet in this season. On the power play, comes in from the side. And as you said, John, he doesn't do much with it. He just tees it up, and Roberto Luongo's out, makes the save, and makes it look easy. Roberto Luongo, one-on-one challenge, get the legs down, make the save.
Oilers with a chance right off the draw on that shot. Attempt by Brule, deflected wide. Handhuse gets the puck all the way down the ice, and just 5 seconds now remain in the minor penalty to Daniel Sedin. J.F. Jacques sends the puck in as Daniel returns to the ice, and the Oilers are 0 for 2 on the power play. Now Hotra banks the puck ahead to Daniel. He chips it in the middle, hoping to find Kessler. That was broken up, and back comes Colin Fraser. Bieksa blocked that. Now Fraser had hold of Bieksa's stick briefly. Puck sent around to the near side. Dozen seconds to go in the second period. Canucks can't get the puck out. Gilbert finds some room on the right wing. Dumps the puck to the other side. Daniel Sedin wisely keeps it to the outside, and that'll bring on the horn to signal the end of period 2. And some frustration from Fraser on the horn as he and Malhotra have words. But the Canucks in that second period wind up doubling the lead they enjoyed after one. Henrik Sedin with his second point of the night, making it 2-0 Vancouver through 40 minutes here in Edmonton. Plenty to come, including part 2 of Raffi Torres.
Canucks butter when leading after 2 periods this season, 10-0-1 to date. Scoring summaries brought to you by Panago. Before, during, and after the game, it's got to be Panago. Burrows has his 5th from the Twins in the first. In the second, the Twins went to work once again, this time teaming up with Ryan Kessler to make it a 2-0 game after 2. Game in a Flash is brought to you by Wireless Wave. Visit us today at a mall near you or at wirelesswave.ca.
Sedin brothers have factored in both Vancouver goals, John, and I'm going to guess at the end of the year when we tally up who's involved in our hockey know-how most,
Yes.
the Sedins will win. It's brought to you by the Home Depot, proud to build hockey in your community.
Well, especially on the power play. If you can get the penalty killers moving, Alexander comes in from the point, so now the penalty killer has to be aware from him. So he stays with Edler, and that leaves Ryan Kessler open. You chase Ryan Kessler, now it's a 2-on-1 down low. And the Sedins make the Oilers pay. If you can get the penalty killers moving, you create situations like that, and the Sedins really know how to make it work.
2-0 Canucks as we go to the third period. Teams at full strength. Oilers failed on a couple of second period power play opportunities. Vancouver is 0 for 1. Burrows in the first, Henrik Sedin in the second of the goal scorers, and the Oilers playing with 5 defensemen when Jim Vandermeer was hurt in the first period of play.
Especially when you have those power plays and almost back-to-back, almost 4 minutes straight, and they just couldn't make it work.
Lead pass was for Taylor Hall. He couldn't pull it in as he tried to break in alone, and Luongo covers up.
Now that should be a shot on goal. You saw Dan Ellis let in a bad goal. That long pass that ends up being on Roberto Luongo. He's only got 10 saves in this game. That the one that went off his shoulder, Sam Gagner in the second period,
yeah.
He didn't get credit for a shot there.
So you think the people here in Edmonton are shortchanging the Oilers? It's usually
yes.
The other way around.
Yes.
Here's Daniel Sedin with a centering pass, and that slides through to Dubnyk. See if they did give the Oilers a shot. There you go, John. They're up to 11.
Yes, thank you.
See if the Canucks get one for that one.
They should. Yeah, you look at the Sedins against the Oilers, and we talked about the Oilers and how they chase. And when you chase the Sedins, you're going to get burned. And we saw the same thing in this game. You chase Henrik or Daniel, they make the puck move so fast, and in it goes.
Those numbers updated with tonight, 2 points each, 53 in their careers. And they're looking for another one, but Henrik's pass for Daniel was just off the mark. Henrik just threw a glove punch behind the play at Theo Peckham, who had his stick tied up. Play continues with the Oilers after the puck deep into Vancouver's own. Penner hooks it to the blue line. Foster dumps the puck to the near corner, intercepted there, and Ballard sends it ahead. Here's Burrows. End of his shift, he'll get the puck in deep. Gilbert Brulé. After Ryan Jones, who chops the puck in, Luongo helps it along to the near boards. Jeff Tambellini couldn't catch up with that puck at the Edmonton blue line. Had a nice visit with his dad in the intermission. Pleased to see his son playing so well. Not so pleased to see his team down 2-0 to Jeff's club. As Aaron Rome brings the puck to center on the left wing and fires into the Oilers zone. Dubnyk around to Ryan Jones. Now the puck brought forward. Curtis Foster's in. Right side pass. Return feed for Foster at his stick lift. There'll be a penalty to Alberts for that. As Brulé broke his stick trying a shot. Canucks get the puck. And the referee out at center ice has the hooking call on Andrew Alberts.
I think it's Michael
Samuelson.
Penalty number 26.
It is
away from the
Samuelson.
play. odd man rush for the Oilers. They've only had a couple that Michael Samuelson and his line mates couldn't get the puck in deep.
So it was away from the puck, not the play with the puck towards the Vancouver goal, and Oilers get their third consecutive power play here and an opportunity to get on the board.
But again, Danny Malhotra, it was 11 out of 13 coming into the third period, wins the faceoff clean, and down it goes.
Taylor Hall stood up by BX. Hansen throws a hit on Everly. And now the puck is sent to the blue line to Gilbert. Hughes cut that one off, and on the backhand, he's able to hoist the puck down into the Oilers zone. 90 seconds left in the Samuelson penalty. 2.5 minutes into the third period. Canucks leading 2-0, and now they've taken that Oilers shot away. So they're back down to 10. There's been some internal debate at the statisticians table. Everly. That pass intended for Everly hit the referee, and the Canucks break out quickly. Burrows with Kessler. Kessler takes the pass back to Burrows, and a right shoulder save by Dubnyk, sliding across. As Alex Burrows looked for his first shorthanded goal of the season and the 14th of his career.
Devin Dubnyk made two fantastic saves against Alex Burrows, one in the second period, and this one, a nice pass by Ryan Kessler. Burrows, because he's a left-hand shot, has to let it slide by. And Dubnyk comes across, gets the blocker up to make the save.
Oilers still have 61 seconds left in their power play. Whitney gives the puck away to Malhotra. Wraparound attempt is stopped. Here's Hansen with a drive off the target. Malhotra dives out and is able to send the puck back to Ballard. He risks at the center, glove down by Penner, who moves in quickly. Drop pass. And a chance in front, blocked by Ballard as Linus Ullmark tried to thread that one through towards Payarvi. 30 seconds left in the Samuelson penalty. Long pass for Penner, who tried to take it blindly on the backhand. Now he gets the stick in on Alberts. Play goes on. Rome chips the puck to the near side. Whitney's there. Round to the other side goes the puck, and Albert shields it along the boards, gets it to Alex Bolduc, who clears the puck down the ice. Samuelson standing at the penalty box, and here he comes back on. As the Oilers break in, Taylor Hall, wrist shot, a wicked one up high. Samuelson gets the loose puck, and the Canucks break through center. Henrik Sedin onto the right wing. Daniels onside. Daniel towards the net. Lets it go. Dubnyk with a right pad save. Daniel gets the puck again, but his pass is intercepted, and Jones clears. Hall trying to move in. Hughes got a piece of the fans. Call for interference. Then Hall took a pretty good chop towards the goaltender Luongo. Puck is stolen by Samuelson. On the right wing with a shot. Stopped by Dubnyk. Rebound. Henrik to Daniel. Back to Henrik. Round behind the net. Tried to leave for Samuelson. Samuelson onto the right wing. Henrik Sedin. In deep to Daniel Sedin. He was tied up by Brule. And Taylor Hall collects the puck. Through center he skates. Now loses the puck to Ballard, who whiffed on his pass attempt. And that put Alex Edler into some trouble. But now the puck squirts free to Ballard, and he makes a stronger play on this attempt and gets the puck down into the Oilers zone. Torres falling down, centers the puck. Hansen gets it, feeds it back to Edler. Under pressure and loads the puck to the near corner. Oilers send it ahead, and here they come. J.F. Jean ahead to Jordan Eberle. Can't get past Ballard, but now he drops the puck for Cogliano. Centering pass picked off by Torres. Hansen wanted to feed it center for a breakaway attempt. Now it's thrown forward, but he couldn't knock the puck down. Dubnyk couldn't play it. Hansen checked by Gilbert, and Eberle's back for the puck. Oilers were too slow to move it. Kessler steals. Alberts tried to find Tambellini coming out of the corner. Pass was off the mark. Kessler steals again. Now plays the puck to Rome. He carries into the Oilers zone. Aaron Rome with a wrist shot attempt, and the puck trickles through to Dubnyk, who covers up for the whistle. Neither team is tallied here in the third, and it's still the Canucks by 2.
Canucks are back at it until midweek when they host the Columbus Blue Jackets, a team currently just 1 point back in the standings. 6:30 start time on Rogers Sportsnet Pacific. And if you miss anything to do with the Canucks during the week, tune in to Canucks This Week, Friday, 7:30 on the S-Pack.
Here's Hendrick and Daniel Sedin again working their magic. Daniel waits, fires it through as Kevin Bieksa provides the screen. And here's Taylor Hall. He thought Dan Hamhuis got the hands up on an interference play, not called.
Turnover for the Oilers. Henrik Sedin. Pass for Daniel block. Burrows has lost his stick. Trying to kick the puck, and he gets it to Henrik. Now to Daniel. Burrows has his stick. Comes up from the backhand.
Is it? Have to go upstairs on this one. This one might be it.
Dubnyk holding the line. It looked like we'll have to wait and see. But Burrows, well, that was pretty tricky to collect the stick and come out front all in one motion.
I think they're going to... Ooh, man. If I'm Alain Vigneault, I'd like to take a look at this one.
The Daletown coaches challenge.
Yes. No. Okay. But you're right, that was a nifty move by Alex Burrows. Devin Dubnyk made his best three saves on Alex Burrows.
Another one there as Burrows redirected that hard pass from Daniel Sedin, and now Henrik is pulled out from the crease area. And Ladislav Schmid and Burrows having words.
You and I were talking about the stars of this game, and there's still 13:32 left. But how do you pick the whole line? Burrows, Henrik, and Daniel have all been very, very good in this game.
Well, you get three. Is my math that bad?
Oh, well, this is one of those tough games because there's been so many Canucks who have been very good.
No face-off play this time as the Oilers were able to get the puck back. Now Daniel covering for the defense. Couldn't come up with that puck. Jacques beaten to it by Bieksa. Thrown in front now for Colin Fraser. He was checked by Hamhuis, who one-hands the puck ahead to Burrows. Up ahead, Henrik couldn't knock the pass down. And Ryan Whitney loses the puck. Daniel sends it to Burrows, to Henrik on the left wing. Henrik for Burrows. Double team, keeps after the puck. Gets it to Daniel Sedin. Round for Henrik. Did well to knock that one down, and he reverses for Daniel. That was out of his reach. Hamhuis trying to hold the puck in. Off the high stick of Daniel, but Gilbert is next to touch, and play continues. Tom Gilbert gets to center, now plays chip and charge, but Bieksa gets to the puck first. Centering pass, nobody there. Ryan Jones goes after the puck. Plays it around. Hamhuis stepped into Brule and knocked him down. Canucks were going to get the puck up. They like to get a change on D. But Brule has it. Right point. Foster with a drive, and going down to block that one and steer the puck out of play was Tanner Glass.
Score with the pros at FullTiltPoker.net. Learn, chat, and play with the pros.
Remember, John, before the game we were talking about the Canucks and their blocked shots and how they'd only had 18 in the last two games. They had 17 in 2 periods. Coming in, and there's another one by Tanner Glass. He gets pads over. And the Oilers still looking for their first shot on goal here in the third period.
Nearing the 8-minute mark. Malhotra against Cogliano. And the Oilers scrambled the draw, tried to get it back to the line, but Schmid decided to retreat. Here's Kessler off a feed from Samuelson. Now to Jeff Tambellini. Paul took the puck from him. Dangerous move, and he got crunched by Kessler. But Taylor Hall bounces back up, and the Oilers send the puck into the Vancouver zone. Hall checked by Tambellini. Here come the Canucks 3-on-2. Didn't work, as stepping up to break up the play was Theo Peckham. Hall takes the pass at center and moves in. Plays the puck to the corner. Cogliano overskated. And Manny Malhotra is there for Vancouver. Edler lifts the puck high into the Edmonton zone. Peckham going back court. Hansen's on him. Malhotra, good job to hold the puck in the zone. Hansen fanned on his centering pass intended for Rafi Torres. Ryan O'Mara plays the puck in. Luongo elects to come out and chip it to the side. And Torres from there sends the puck to neutral ice. Gilbert fell down. Here's Malhotra on the right wing. Slap shot fought off by Dubnyk. And he falls on the puck for the whistle, giving us a chance to say hello to Murph again.
Well, today's Safeway $1 million score and win grand prize winner will receive a 52-inch sharp.
Here's Malhotra. And he falls on the puck for the whistle, giving us a chance to say hello to Murph again.
Well, today's Safeway $1 million score and win grand prize winner will receive a 52-inch Sharp Aquos LCD TV with 4-color Quadron technology. Tonight's winner is Margaret O'Flaherty of Victoria. Congratulations.
The Canucks doing a good job, and here's Taylor Hall. Tries to cut inside the post, and Ryan Kessler, good shoulder-to-shoulder hit. Tricky move, and Taylor Hall paid the price.
Shots here in the third, now 7-0 Canucks as they look to set up another one. Daniel Burrows all in one motion, and a stop by Dubnyk, who had that puck right up his goal stick, I think, and hit him in the chest or mask area. So make it 8-0 in shots. Oilers still with just 10 in the game. The fewest the Canucks have given up this season is 19 to the LA Kings in a game they lost 4-1 back in October.
Yeah, Sam Gagner is going to get a penalty on this one. He tripped Andrew Alberts up going in on the forecheck, and a dangerous play. And Gagner is going off.
So the Canucks up 2 get their second power play of the night as Gagner hits the penalty box.
And watch the stick. It's in the skates, and he gives it that little push. And because Alberts has got all his weight on that left skate, as soon as Sam Gagner gave it the little push, down it goes.
9:30, the time of the tripping call against Sam Gagner. Kessler and the Sedins up front, Samuelsson and Edler on the points. Here's Henrik. Now Daniel around to Samuelsson, hustle to hold that one in. Kessler, wrist shot off the target, and the puck ricochets past Edler and down the ice. Still 90 seconds to go in the power play through the halfway mark, third period. Canucks leading 2-0. Whitney checked by Kessler, couldn't get the puck out. Henrik centers it, that's intercepted. Cleared the line, nice hold by Edler. But Edler again held it in. Kessler from the corner. Daniel Sedin. Nice pass, Samuelsson lets it go. That was blocked. Oilers will try to break out short-handed, but the Canucks hold the puck in again. Henrik. Now Daniel hooks the puck back to Henrik. Edler's in front. Henrik elects to skate back with it. Now to Daniel Sedin. Henrik dumped in front as the pass comes back towards Edler, but it took a funny hop over his stick and out to center. And that'll be icing now as Edler tried to get the Canucks back in quickly on an Oiler change.
Well, the Oilers, when they give up a power play goal, and the one goal that the Canucks got in this game was right after a power play, as you said, John, 4 seconds after, and their record when allowing a power play goal. And the bad news for the Oilers is they're 30th in the league in penalty killing.
Doesn't help. Although they're making a move, a positive one. They came in having killed 12 of the last 13, so make it 13 of 14. Henrik tangled up here with his man off the draw. Canucks will try to move up as they get the second unit on after the icing. Andrews brings the puck forward. 25 seconds to go in the man advantage. Drives the puck into the Oilers zone. Malhotra chips it around for Rafi Torres. He took a look, and in doing so, the puck got by him. Tambellini in support holds it in, bounces one towards the goal, and Dubnyk stayed with the puck and made the save. Oilers clear it down. Luongo will play it away from Ryan Jones and around to Torres. Here's Gagner back on, so the Canucks are 0 for 2 on the power play, still leading 2-0. 3 shots on that man advantage, but could not beat Dubnyk. Malhotra with a nice play up the middle. Tambellini backhands the puck down. And that'll facilitate a Vancouver line change. Here's a turnover. Chance for Hansen to step into one, and he drifted that one off the target. Curtis Foster. Penner couldn't knock that puck down. Burrows trying to move in, but trapped offside was Bolduc. And the whistle blows for a face-off. Under 8 minutes to go now, and the Canucks still leading by 2 in a game they have dominated.
Looking for a gift for the Canucks fan on your list? Canucks Super Skills tickets on sale now through Ticketmaster, starting at only $10. Fun-filled family event takes place on February 27th of next year. Watch as the Canucks battle in on-ice events, plus meet Finn, win prizes, and more. Canucks.com/skills for more info.
I wonder if we're on Murph's list.
Yes. I doubt it.
Oilers have just under 8 minutes here to try to get a shot on goal in the third period. And we bring that up because they don't have one, of course. And the Canucks, in their history, have twice held an opponent to no shots in the period. Foiled an attempt there. Most recently in 06, coming up on the 4-year anniversary of that against the Boston Bruins, December of 2006. (27-10), the shots on goal. Canucks leading 2-0 as Tom Gilbert takes possession in his own zone. Canucks send that puck forward. Schmid goes backcourt. Daniel Sedin shadowing him as the puck comes around to Gilbert. Eberle chips it to center. Taylor Hall takes a look, and guess he didn't see Edler.
He's had a couple of big hits this period. Ryan Kessler, one, and then Alex Edler.
Henrik Sedin bobbled that puck as he tried to move in. Oilers fired it up for Omar, but that was too hot to handle, and it's icing as Edler goes back to get the whistle.
This Christmas, give the gift of scratch and win. The gift they can unwrap with a coin. Know your limit, play within it.
Michael Samuelson's been more involved in this game. He had 4 shots on goal in the first period, and here, right from the face-off, get in position, take your man, come back and help the defense up. And that's a good defensive job by Michael Samuelson.
Ryan Whitney sends the puck ahead. Linus Omar feeds into the middle. Brule muscles the puck over the Vancouver line where Keith Ballard takes possession and leads for Henrik Sedin. Oh, Ballard's hurt here as Brule's
going to be a penalty, Brule.
Ballard's slow to get up, heading to the bench now. So's Luongo. Burrows waiting for help. Canucks with 6 attackers. Delayed penalty to Gilbert Brule. Jones advanced that puck. Bieksa now beats him to it, and the Canucks will try to break up the ice again. Ryan Kessler into the Oilers zone. Following up is Tamalini, who throws the puck in front. Now Gagne gets possession, and there's the whistle for a boarding call against Gilbert Brule.
Here's Keith Ballard in a dangerous position, and that's almost after the 3-second count after Ballard had made the play. Not only is that boarding, that's a late hit. And Brule justifiably is in the penalty box.
Third power play for the Canucks, second in a row. And the Oilers quest for a shot on goal, and they have to wait as the Canucks go to work with the power play. They haven't had one since 1906 of the second period, and now it's going to be a 2-man advantage as Bieksa got high sticked. Penner gets the puck, there's the whistle. And Cogliano, I think, is the man headed off. Or is it Peckham? One of the two. It's Peckham, I think.
Peckham's going off. They came over to check on Kevin Bieksa. I think Peckham's only going to get 2, but there's the Peckham stick coming up on Kevin Bieksa.
2-man advantage for a minute 48. Sedin's and Kessler, Samuelson and Edler, the regular first power play in it. That puck came through to Dubnyk right off the draw. He steered it wide, and the Oilers clear the zone.
2 minutes for ice skating. Time 14 minutes, 10 seconds.
Edler leads for Henrik Sedin. He carries in with the pass to Daniel. 5-on-3 for the Canucks, leading 2-0, and a nice save by Dubnyk there off Alex Edler, who has the puck again. Here's Henrik. Henrik Sedin, tip pass, where's the puck? Dubnyk has it. As Daniel chipped it over to Kessler, who tried to beat Dubnyk from a sharp angle.
Dubnyk didn't know where it was, but he slides over very quickly to get in position where Ryan Kessler hits him. See, Dubnyk looks over his left shoulder to find out where it is, but he's got it trapped on his left skate, or his right skate, right on the toe.
Canucks win the draw. Samuelsson to Kessler. Michael Samuelsson again. He and Edler switch. Kessler gets the puck. Back to Samuelsson. Henrik Sedin. Edler shoots. Kessler on the rebound. Centers the puck. It comes to Samuelsson. Still a minute to go on the two-man advantage. Samuelsson switches with Edler again. Kessler takes the pass off his skate. Now finds Henrik. Daniel robbed by Dubnyk with the right pad, and the Oilers clear the zone. Canucks will move it back in quickly. The Oilers were able to change one penalty killer as Cogliano came on for Penner. Samuelsson on the left wing. 35 seconds to go on the first penalty. Edler to Henrik. Kessler making moves, and Dubnyk stayed right with him. 25 seconds to go on the two-man advantage. Puck thrown towards Henrik, and Dubnyk will cover up, get a whistle. As the Oilers are hanging tough here, trying to keep it a 2-goal deficit.
Well, the goaltender's hanging tough. Devin Dubnyk, what a stop. Wait. Out goes the right pad on Daniel Sedin to make that save. Shots are now 30-10.
Timeout.
Tom Rennie wants to give his goaltender a break.
30-10 in the game, 12-0 here in the third period. The Canucks who called the timeout.
Get the Sedins back on the ice.
Get that dagger goal.
Yes.
There's not a lot of talk going on, just a rest it looks like. So a couple of points for each Sedin in this game.
Boy, as Washington got problems. They lost 7-0 in New York against the Rangers. In this one, Alex Ovechkin ended up with a fighting major in that one. Brandon Dubinsky. And then Ovechkin ended up leaving the game after he was hit in the knee with a shot.
Two-man advantage continues for the Canucks. Up 2-0, just over 4 minutes left in regulation. A dozen seconds to go in the 5-on-3. Here's Henrik Sedin. Across, Kessler, misfire. Tries to keep the puck alive. Daniel gets it around to Henrik. Back to Edler. Here's Henrik again. Henrik Sedin. Bieksa lets it go. Rebound. Kessler tried to glove it down and jam it home, and Dubnyk made the save and covered up. Brulé's back onto the ice, so it's a one-man advantage for another 8 seconds.
Oh, Devin Dubnyk is holding the fort for the Edmonton Oilers. Pass back to the middle. Dubnyk's got it up and off his shoulder, and Ryan Kessler knocked it down, but it bounced on him, and Dubnyk's able to cover up. Problem for the Oilers is time's running out on them now.
Tanner Glass right at the end of this power play tries a shot to hit the outside of the post. And now the Oilers are back to full strength, so they've given themselves the best opportunity possible to try to get back in this game. They trail 2-0, but with just 3:40 remaining. And with nary a shot to their credit here in the third. Puck dumped into the Vancouver zone. Ham Hughes goes back. Yannick Hansen starts out. Two Oilers are trapped. It's a 4-on-3 through center. Now 3-on-3 as Canucks elected to start a change, and Hansen will complete it by dumping the puck in. Gagne tips the puck into the Vancouver zone. Alberts comes over quickly to check in. Plays the puck to the corner. Payarvi there, bumped by Rome. 3 minutes left in the third. Canucks leading 2-0. Daniel Sedin. Pass into the middle, and Henrik was able to get the puck out to center. Gagne turns and sends the puck in. It'll be icing waved off for the last second. As Rome went back for that puck, now Alberts moves it out with a nice pass to Burrows. He makes a nifty move to get around Cogliano, moves in on the right wing. Kessler, and he fanned on his shot attempt as he moved in towards the goal with Tambellini. Here's Kessler again. Edler with a shot, hit the post. Kessler, nice move. Plays the puck behind the net. Samuelson's after it. Now Peckham comes up with the puck and feeds it up to Taylor Hall. Rink wide for Schmid, and he plays the puck past Edler and into the Vancouver end. Oilers are changing, so Bieksa has time. Canucks will complete a change as well as the Bolduc unit comes over the boards. Actually, it's a makeshift unit. Malhotra playing with Glass and Alex Bolduc. And Bolduc moves in. Wrist shot, sailed it wide of the net. Puck comes to the right point. Bieksa holds it in, and he'll play it behind the goal with under 2 minutes to go in the third, and the Canucks leading 2-0. Here's a backhander, gloved by Dubnyk as Glass made a move to the front and got a good shot on goal. Here's Murph again.
Make sure to stay tuned for Connected right after the hockey game with Barry Davis. Get you up to date in the world of sports, NFL highlights, none in Minnesota, and of course, post-game coverage from here at Rexall Place.
141 is what remains for Tom Rennie to try to coax something resembling offense out of his team.
Well, that's it. They can't pull the goalie because they haven't had any sustained pressure in the third period. They can't get it into the Canucks zone and keep it there.
Another turnover. Henrik had his stick lifted. Nice play by Dustin Penner. Here comes Payarvi, and there goes Dubnyk to the bench. So the Oilers pull the goalie with 90 seconds to go, trailing 2-0. Puck comes to Henrik Sedin. He's bodied by Hall, but Burrows gets the puck and brings it to center. Oilers win it back. Hall trying to pick it up. And Oilers are offside, but Hall tags up, and Ballard goes back for the puck. Keith Ballard flushed out. Made a dangerous move. We got the puck to hand. Here's up to Burrows. Backhander towards Anthony Mann. But he made sure he was on the other side of center. Under a minute to go now. Oilers with 6 attackers. Eberle just onside. In front, Hall trying to center, and that was blocked by Dan Hamhuis. Pass was intended for Foster, moving down the right side.
And there's Ryan Kessler's going to get a slashing penalty.
So with 40 seconds to go in the regulation, the Oilers will go 6-on-4 here to try to manufacture a miracle.
Ryan Kessler chops down on Taylor Hall's stick, knocks it out of his hands, and bounced back up. But it was out of his hands, and as soon as it was, the referee had his arm up in the air. The Oilers called their timeout. Steve Smith talking things over.
They only have 10 more seconds of game time than their 30-second timeout to work with. 39.3 officially on the clock. Oilers to get their 4th power play here. And they'll do it with an extra attacker on the ice on top of the one they enjoy for the power play.
Who do you have to take the face-off for?
For the Canucks?
No, for the Canucks, you got Manny Malhotra because Kessler's in the penalty box.
Well, I don't know.
Dustin Penner is coming out.
Penner's taken a few in this game. Well, he's 2-0. Pardon me, he's 2-3. Now he's 3-3. At least he was heading into the period as that shot deflects wide. Puck comes to Hansen. They can ice it with impunity, can the Canucks? That's the one advantage they enjoy with the empty net. 22 seconds remaining. Edler keeping the puck to the outside. Now, here's Gagne centering, blocked by Ballard. Edler risks the puck around and takes a Canuck bounce up to center. 10 seconds left. Penner up to Eberle. Hall going to the net. Eberle cuts in front. He shoots. Might go upstairs, but with 4.5 seconds left, the Oilers are on the board with their only shot of the period.
Well, Tim Peel is very emphatic about this one. He's pointing at his eyes and then pointing at the net and saying that this was in before the net is knocked off. Eberle drags. Yes. Although it's close. Alex Burrows taking his man in.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll count, and with 5 seconds to go, Roberto Luongo just ponders what might have been. As they take a look, but Luongo's still on his knees in the crease, as his shutout bid appears to have been foiled here at 19:55 of the third period on the only Oiler shot they managed this frame.
Eberle made a nice drag move. We've seen that before. Eberle outside, inside, drag, wait. He gets Keith Ballard to go down and then just snaps it over Ballard's shoulder and in.
Call on the ice stands. We have a good goal.
Canucks came within 5 seconds of not having to hear that horn. Eberle has his 6th. Tom Rennie will leave the net empty. And the Canucks, Bieksa will just slide the puck into the corner, and that'll do it. So a disappointing end for Roberto Luongo in search of his 3rd shutout of the season. But the Canucks improved to 7-1 within the division with a 2-1 victory over the Oilers. They lead the season series 2-0, and the Canucks have wins and points at least in 7 of their last 8. 2-1 the final. More to come after this.